What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We're live. I decided to, you know what, X? Twitter is tripping. Twitter's tripping, but that's okay. I'm not paying Twitter. Like, I'm not. So what we'll do is, how about that? Twitter really wants you to pay to go live over there. And whatever. How y'all doing? I know I didn't give any warning at whatsoever that I was going live. And simply because I have so much going on, so much is happening that I had to go live today, or you wasn't gonna get no live. Baby, you wasn't gonna get a live for a good little minute. What's up? What's up? What's up, First Property Investment TV? What's up, Ali? The gang's the gang's actually not here. It's just me. And I got one more. It's just me right now anyway. I got one more group of folk to let in. I always forget about the other sites that I have to add on. But we'll talk Steelers. We'll talk preseason, what I liked, what I didn't like, why I'm not super concerned about anything, and you shouldn't be super concerned either. Maybe at the the injury stuff, yes, be concerned about it because there could be things that could linger on, or you um, injuries. Always be concerned with injuries for the most part, but the way from what I saw, and I just watched the game last night, and I wasn't as startled as I thought I was going to be. And I was actually in Charlotte Saturday night watching the Jets and Panthers preseason game. So I wasn't, one, I wasn't in Pittsburgh. Two, I couldn't really watch both games at the same time. And so when I finally got to sit and watch the tape, I was more so, hmm, like, okay, it was just so vanilla. The defense, I was impressed. Special teams from game one to game two, special teams made a big jump to me. Uh, I was defensively, I think Nick Herbig is going to be a problem in this league. Whether he continues to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers most of his career or wherever he goes, he's going to be a problem. I loved what I saw from him. I loved some action from Patrick Queen. Great to see him out there. Larry O looked good. There was not a TJ Watt. There was not a Josh Allen on the other side. I think one thing people were not considering when they were looking at this was the conditions. It was wet. It was had been raining. Um, I don't want anybody risking it. Of course, there were a lot of starters out there, but it was some conditions that I just wasn't interested in some of those guys playing in, and weather being one of those things. So, what you saw with Russell Wilson, I think was extremely vanilla. I said it last night as I'm watching it. It wasn't anything special. There was no special play calling. It was kind of like get it out, get it out your hands. You a lot of shotgun, you know what I mean? So I just there was nothing in the play calling that said to me this man can't put this team in the position to win. I didn't see anything there. Just it was just that vanilla. It was just that plain of play calling, kind of dumping the ball off, even though the offensive line didn't give him the best opportunities and kind of collapsed. He took care of the ball when he needed to take care of the ball. He dumped it when he could, and our run game wasn't it. I don't think our blocking was there either. I think some of the dumps that he did have, some of the dumps that I think he did have if we had better blocking, they could have been 6+ yards gains, you know? So I wasn't upset at what it was. It just to me wasn't something to be like, oh my God, this guy cannot be QB number one week one. Now, Justin, yes, I get it. This man gives you mobility like no other. I think Mike Tomlin has wanted a dual threat quarterback for a very, very long time. Because Russell Wilson gave the starter pack of a dual threat quarterback. He was one of the originals to give you mobility at that position and being the threat of mobility and the threat of being able to throw it downfield and accurately throw the ball downfield. He was in the starter pack of quarterbacks to be able to do that. So is he? Oh, there's no sound. Oh no, you can't hear me. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Let's see here. What about now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh, I was talking the whole time and you could not hear me. Can you hear me now? Tragic. Let me see. Can you guys hear me now? Good? Okay. Was it you? Could y'all hear me the whole time? Because Ali, you are the only one that said you couldn't hear me. Could you hear me first property? All right, I need to check. I gotta wait. Because I said a whole lot and I can't start over. Anyway, those in the comments, let me know if you could you heard he heard me already. So it must have been you, Ali. Does the sound better or worse? Because I did a whole sound check before I came on. Let me go back to the mic I was using. Because I like that mic. I think I like that mic better. Because you scared me. I done lost my whole train of thought now. Okay, what about? Okay. We still got sound? We still got sound? Yeah, it was just you, Ali. You didn't messed up the whole flow. Dang. All right, let's get back to it. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Justin Fields? Justin Fields. Okay. Justin Fields. Love with like I think Mike Tomlin. Oh, was I talking about the starter pack of Russell Wilson? Yeah, he's probably not as mobile as a Justin Fields. Like Justin has the athleticism. I'm not saying Russell Wilson isn't athletic. But just the way that he can maneuver, the speed, Russell Wilson probably doesn't have all those elements anymore. And maybe he never did. I don't know. Meaning the speed of a Justin Fields. Okay. That's what we know that Russell could get out the pocket and run. He was a threat with his legs as well. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying probably isn't as fast as a Justin Fields when it comes to those things and just the and I hate to do this comparison because I saw a lot of people using it, but you can just see the slithery sneakiness of a Lamar Jackson, how his escapability. There we go. His escapability probably isn't up there with Justin Fields. I don't know if that made sense, but hey, it is late. I'm tired, but we're gonna go with escapability. And so for that, I see something beautiful in Justin Fields. I love that because with a bad offensive line, you need that escapability. And they played bad. I'm not saying they're going to continue to play bad, but they played bad. They played really, really bad. So I'm not here to really rev up the debate. I just those are the differences that I see. Are they the differences that are going to make or break the decision for week one? I don't know. I really don't know. In my opinion, it is Russell Wilson week one until it isn't. Russell has the most to gain to me going week one and the most to lose going to week one. He is truly, to me, auditioning for his next deal. Justin Fields is going to get a next deal no matter what. He's getting a check next year. who knows where. It could be in Pittsburgh, it could be somewhere else. Hopefully, and I pray it is in Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson is a big question mark. He has a big paycheck coming to him. So I feel like he has the most to gain and the most to lose if he cannot perform at the QB1 position week 1 going forward. And that is just how I see it. And I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to cater to the veteran and give him the opportunity to do that because sitting Russell Wilson week 1 sends a whole different type of message. I'm not saying that, it just sends a different message, and I'll just leave it, put a period there, because the more I try to go into detail of why I think this is the best move or why I think this is the move that they're gonna go with, the more I come off as like I don't mess with Justin Fields, and that's not it at all. I think Justin Fields is the future of this team. I really, really do. And if Russell Wilson is okay sitting behind the Justin Fields for long term, which I don't think he is. I think he feels like he can be a starting quarterback on any of the other 31 teams in the NFL. So he has to put on. He has to put on to get that next deal to prove I still have what it takes, because you got a bunch of people calling him washed. And uh, to be honest with you, his numbers didn't say that. You can say the Sean Payton situation and what Sean Payton did and did not like about him and how Sean Payton wanted him to be, but ultimately, those numbers were a dream for us. Were a freaking dream for us. We would have dreamed to have those touchdown numbers, especially in the red zone with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We would have won more than 10 games if we did. I'm trying to tell you, and we would have won more by more points than we did if we had those touchdowns that Russell Wilson had with his team. Okay. Anyway, someone's saying the Steelers need a wide receiver. I'm not there yet. I'm not there at a place where I have to be 100% concerned with the wide receiver room. And what you didn't get a whole lot of is tight end play. You didn't see a lot of that in preseason. You're probably not. You're probably not going to see, okay? You're probably not going to see that in preseason. So the tight end play, people know Arthur Smith is known for that. Didn't see a whole lot of it, right? You haven't seen any targets yet. So just pipe down with the plays and what's going to be happening. Um, when it comes to the wide receivers, you've seen some Van Jefferson, you've seen some Pickens. Um, of course, you've seen some of the other guys when the units switch out, but I really like what Scotty Miller brings to the table. I've said that. I really like some of the things I've seen in practice when it comes to the tight ends. And like I said, you haven't seen a lot of them. Don't forget about Connor Hayward. Like, they were able to get him in the end zone at one point, but that was game 1, and I think Allen was the quarterback then. But just pipe down about the receiver part. I mean, the difference is don't have Deontay Johnson. You have a Van Jefferson. You got a bunch of different things going on here. Do I think Des Fitzpatrick will make the team? Hey, Ken, by the way, I think look, he had a great catch. I think he's been pretty solid in the preseason games. I think from what I remember, it's been a little quiet in the camp, from what I'm remembering. Maybe didn't make a whole lot of noise in camp. But if he is still eligible for practice squad, I think he makes practice squad at the least. At the least, makes practice squad. Still high on Scotty Miller. We finally saw Cordero Patterson. He had like a screenplay. It might have been, I think it was a screenplay. You didn't really see a whole lot from him. Again, Russell Wilson's offense was so vanilla. It was just so plain. To me, it was hard to judge anything. It was just that blank to me. So I wasn't too concerned about it or worried about it. But we have some visitors, and I have to step for 1 second. What up, guys? We got some people in the building. So to answer your question, Ken, I think he does. I think he makes a team in some capacity. He was practice squatted last year. So depending on the restraints or on that, then I think he practice squad at the least. I know last time we talked, I had everybody kind of go through their wide receivers, but now, what's up, RT? But now I'm actually concerned about the tight end room. The tight end room is where I'm concerned. I'm curious to know who's going to be the tight ends that make the team, who's going to be the practice squad tight end, and because you haven't seen a lot of them in preseason. So that's what I'm concerned about. So we got some people. What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
Yeah. We got Dex and Voice. I thought we had Kev. I love this profile picture, by the way.
I'm trying to connect my AirPods. I'm gonna be off camera for this one, D.
It's all good. It's all good. It's good to so Pat, Connor, and Darnell Washington. That's three. So we need another one.
Um, 81. That's our our offensive coordinator. That's his boy. Got his
Pruitt.
name. Yeah, Pruitt.
Pruitt. Okay. So you think Rodney? So Rodney almost had that safety. Um, was it safety? It was special teams. Hot Rod, number 87, tight end. So
I forgot about him.
yeah, Pruitt. So Pruitt is 81. So between Pruitt, so RT says
Oh, I'm
Pruitt.
on. Damn.
So you think? Oh, I'm sorry, Kev. I put you on. My bad. You want?
Killer Kev.
So yeah, I don't know.
What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all?
Unless Patterson slides to tight end. I don't think he's gonna. I don't know. Unless they slide Connor to like the fullback spot. I don't know.
I
So
said it
Kev,
last time. Leave Connor where he is. He is gonna do fine at tight end because for some reason they still don't think this boy's a playmaker. This boy is a playmaker, and they're
mhm.
gonna leave him open, or he's gonna get open. He's gonna surprise some linebackers, and he's gonna make plays. I don't think they should switch him to H back. I don't think they should put him at fullback. I think they should leave him as the number 2/3 tight end. That's my take on that. We here? Kill Kev, we here?
Yeah. There was something going on over there. I ain't hear nothing y'all said for like the last minute and a half.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening today, but
Yeah, who's that?
I'm with you though. I, Connor, Connor's gonna be that. Want to be those guys that's gonna get overlooked until you get the film on him. So RT thinks Pruitt's gonna get the last spot. So we'll see.
Pruitt. Yeah.
Over
And
who?
So you think okay, and then Ken says he thinks Hot Rod Rodney will get practice squatted again. He was practice squatted last year, by the way.
Yeah, he real good on special teams, man. Hot rod, but it's
Yeah,
like
he had a good.
it's one of them
Oh,
situations where it's like, yo, we just have a lot in that position. You feel me? Like you can't. Of course, Pat not going nowhere. Darnell Washington not going anywhere. Connor Hayward,
mm-hmm,
he's not going anywhere. It's like, yo, you gotta be a fool to get rid of Connor for real.
mm-hmm.
Um, and then you got a mix of the other guys. You feel me? The Pruitt guy I was talking about. Um, but Hot Rod, I don't see any offense opportunities for him to make the team. You know what I mean? it'll just be like special teams, and I'm like, they might not keep him for special teams, but he definitely be a practice squad dude for sure. I think either one of them gonna be in practice squad.
Yeah,
Whoever don't make it.
my biggest thing is health, right? So Pat Fryermuth has been hurt multiple years, and I wishing health on everybody. So when you talk about that, you kind of got to look at the guys that could come in and be the replacement. It was Hot Rod. I think Pruitt might. I don't know. I know Tomlin does like Pruitt too, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting room, and that was the room that I want to talk about today. But that's gonna be an interesting room. Sorry, I'm trying to update on my phone. But I don't know. You said Rondé said they need a number 2 wide receiver. Don't underestimate Van Jefferson.
Van
Um,
Jefferson is all right. I ain't gonna hold you. He all right, but I ain't gonna lie. The catch that Des Fitzpatrick made, I like everything about that. You feel me? I like the fact that he didn't give up. His eyes didn't get messed up when the ball got tipped a little bit. He was in position. Like that's like, oh, he's a guy. That's not just a regular dude. Like, all right, player A. You feel me or whatever.
it's the reason
Like,
why Des Fitzpatrick is still around. Like,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a
He
reason
might have an
why.
opportunity. He might get some opportunities based off of that one play alone.
I
You
was
know what I mean?
impressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
him and
liked
his
it. I liked it.
reading, sitting like literally sitting down, like hitting
Yeah,
the chair position on that catch. Because we could talk about that catch because people have really highlighted it, like, oh my God, he should be QB number 1 off this play alone, and we haven't even talked about Roman Wilson. Like, I think he people are underestimating him just because they haven't seen him. So,
yeah,
but for me, that if we go back to that play, it should have been a sack. It should have been an interception, but
yeah,
like
for
all
sure.
the things kind of worked in the favor in that
For
particular
sure, for
play,
sure.
and I was just like cringing from start to finish of that play. What do you guys think of that play?
I feel the same. I felt the same. Seeing Justin Fields get out of that, break out of that, is something that I haven't seen since Big Ben. But Big Ben was doing it differently. You know, he's
Hmm.
kind of throwing guys off of him. Where I see where, when the Steelers defense get tired and we go against one of them type of quarterbacks, I see them do it to us. You feel me? So we have a quarterback that can do that. And if this just keep it tall, if it was Russ, that would have been sack number 4, easy, easy as
It's
pie. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Russ.
But the fact that Justin Fields got his legs, it's just an added development. That's the reason why he was drafted the way he was drafted. But it's just the other things he got to work on. But so that part of the play was dope to see. The second part, the whole Des Fitzpatrick, everything that he did in that moment, I like everything,
Hmm.
everything. You know what I mean? Like I said, like a regular guy wouldn't have made that play. Like a guy that has potential makes that type of play. You know what I mean? So it's like I want to see more. I want to see more.
What you got, Dex, about that particular play to Des Fitzpatrick from Justin Jefferson scramble,
No,
the finding his way out of the pocket. I called it earlier before you guys got on escapability. I think that is what puts him in a different bracket than Russell Wilson. The escapability factor is higher.
Hmm.
Not saying that Russ isn't mobile, and for whatever reason, Russ didn't want to be mobile or didn't want to use that. His escapability is just higher than a Russell Wilson at this stage of his career.
I
But
think when it like with that, I think it's the fact that him being a vet, I've seen it all, done it all. He feel like he can hold the ball a little longer than he's supposed to, because
yeah, and
something
it's
probably can
crazy.
happen.
And I don't even want to go off that particular game because one, the grass is wet. I'm like, I just feel like now, if it's a regular season game, he probably would have made some other decisions or made some other moves. But I just don't think that was a game to judge him off of just staying in the pocket too long and doing the most. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel like
yeah,
that was the time and place. But go ahead, Dex, if you want to talk about that play.
So with that play, I feel like that's what Justin Fields was. He's known for, like he's not
Yeah.
going to stay in the pocket and take the sack if he can. And if you looked at it, he literally muscled out of that tackle. So
Hmm.
kudos for him, for showing that strength and ability to get out of those type of situations. Two, I thought he was going to hit Quez Watkins. I
Mm,
didn't even see 82 on the sideline. I saw Quez kind of a little bit open. I
mm-hmm.
was like, oh, Quez. And then I saw the ball go to 82. I'm like, wow, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Big time ball. But
If
like we
that
said
shit would have went
before,
to class,
oh, yeah, he would have been
If it
gone.
would have been picked off, it would have been a totally different story. And it was pretty close. It's pretty
Yeah.
close, but luckily it wasn't. But we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. But it worked out for him, and it also worked out for Dez because that gives Dez some type of leverage going into these roster cuts because it's coming. It is coming. August 27th is coming around the corner. It is a week away. All right.
Yep.
A week
I got a
away.
I got a question for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I might be like all over the place. I ain't gonna lie, but punt return. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like Calvin Austin back there. I don't think he's a punt returner. He doesn't have punt return moves for me. You feel me? Like when I saw Scotty Miller out there, I was like, oh, that's a punt returner.
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Austin should just focus on receiver. And the Steelers should say, hey, focus on receiver. And why the hell we got Cordell Patterson if we're not going to try him out there? I don't even like the one play he got. When I saw that play that he had, I said, yo, he's getting cut. He's getting cut. Like, what
I
is he on the
don't.
team for? You feel
Well,
me? Like,
listen. This man is massive, and if you
pause.
could get away with,
Yeah, that was crazy.
he is.
That was
He
too
That was,
natural. That was too natural. I just had to say that.
the
I just
man
had to
is
say it.
the man
Keep
is
going.
massive. Maybe you can't say it, but I can say it. Uh,
Right.
the man
You
is
know,
stood in
I'll
front of
pause that
me,
too.
and he does not look like a wide receiver.
he looks
Um,
like a
Nah,
tight
nah,
end.
nah.
So right. So for me, putting him in like I don't know if that was considered a screen or not. Whatever that play pass was called, um, that's not that was just a vanilla play call to me. So I don't even
Yeah,
put
yeah,
that
yeah,
against
yeah.
I don't even put that against Arthur or Arthur Smith or Russell Wilson. I think it was just like this is the play here. Whatever, go. However, I do want to see him more. I think because he was had the hamstring injury, they
Oh,
probably don't want to
yeah.
put all of their, don't want to put them out there in that capacity at this moment when you have other guys trying to prove their value on this team.
He's too
Calvin
big.
Austin could be
Oh,
one of those guys. I think Calvin Austin makes the team. I think they want to give him opportunities off his speed alone. The man is fast. I got it. But you guys, I've said it a million times how I feel about Scotty Miller. I don't feel like I don't need to keep doing it. But obviously, you guys saw something on special teams. But special teams is how you make a team. When you're at the one guy or the number two guy, special teams needs to be your thing. You need to be really really good at it. If
yeah,
you
man.
want to continue to make
Cal-
teams.
B, let me say something. Calvin Austin, he's super fast,
Yes.
but he doesn't have any wiggle. And you think he's
Yeah,
a
that's
smaller
true.
guy, he would have more wiggle. Like I watched
I watched him get airborne when they like. I was like, no, put my baby down. Don't
yeah,
put him
like
on the ground.
Yo, I think
No,
that's when I said, hey, yo, he ain't it. I think that's when I was like, hey, yo, get him out of there. He's not a punt returner. Yo.
no. Put him
yeah,
down.
like
Put him
if it's
down.
perfectly if it's perfectly blocked, oh he's gone. But
Yeah,
he
they gotta
doesn't
be
have any
perfect though.
he doesn't have any wiggle to get like a Terry McLaurin or like what's that other running back that just I mean other wide receiver that just retired. Man.
Austin.
Yeah,
Oh
like
yeah,
an
Dalvin
Austin.
Austin. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or AB. AB had wiggle, like, like he gonna make the first second man miss, or he gonna do something to help set up his blocks and then burn him to the outside. Austin, I don't think he got Calvin Austin doesn't have that in his bag yet.
You think
You
we'll
know
see
that
some more Scotty Miller coming up in this preseason game?
I
Oh
hope
hell
so.
yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
hope
I
so.
think just the way he looked off that one punt return, granted, I don't even remember if it went anywhere, but just the look of it, say, oh yeah, man, unless we put Cardell back there or the Patterson boy back there, Scotty Miller, that's your job, man.
Hmm.
Calvin
Cordell,
Austin, we need you to run that nine.
Cordell Patterson look like a right guard. He gained too much
Nah,
weight.
but
He
for
got
real,
hurt.
I think he might just get cut. It's just too many. We got too many. And I also say that because the third running back spot, I ain't gonna front. I think P Ryan gonna get it.
P. Ryan, yes sir.
He gonna get it.
Look
You know what I
good.
mean? I like Shumpkin. I forgot his name, man. It looked
Hmm.
like pumpkin if you look at it
Oh,
fast.
Lord.
Kempton.
Sorry.
Shampkin.
Yeah, I'm
I
updating
like
mine.
I like his energy. You feel me? Like, I just needed to see
Our
more
running
from
back
him.
room is good. Like I've been saying
Yeah.
that all camp long. I'm good with our running back room. I know Jalen Warren has suffered an injury, and they're saying
Najee
it's
gonna wild out week one.
the hamstring, and it could be a couple weeks. It could be more than a couple. We don't know.
We
I
just
Yeah,
am
save
not
him.
hamstring
concerned
tricky
with
as
that
hell.
room. I
We
want,
just save
as
him.
Ken said, I want him to be healthy. Please
Save
don't
him.
rush
Yup.
coming back.
Save
Um,
him. Second half.
yeah, second half of the season. I don't know if that you need to wait that long, but just be healthy. Like there is no, I am pretty confident in this running back room if we can get the offensive line. Darnell Washington. I don't know if y'all seen. I was watching that film last night, and I'm like, Darnell is really making some critical blocks to help. And
Yeah.
as much as I want the ball in his hands, I'm just like, good, thank you, thank goodness for you, because I think Najee had like a 6 yard gain, and Darnell Washington was in the middle. He was the reason, and man, he is just a he's a token. Like he's a blessing.
Like I told you, D.
Simply.
I I give it. I'm giving the offense till week 4. They got week 4 grace because that
Are you,
offensive
are you
line.
you said you're giving the offense to week 4? Or are you giving the quarterback to week 4?
I'm giving the O line to week 4.
The O
I don't
line.
see. I honestly don't think that the QBs are the problem. Remember this is preseason. There was
Mhm.
nothing really called. There was no real plays. It was just whoever's open, we're throwing it to them.
Yeah.
But because of the offensive line not gelling, it looked terrible because like they said, Russell didn't have no time to throw. Justin Fields was scrambling. You know, so that offensive line, whoever's starting, they need to get together now. There's no more
I
backup.
think
Like I told you earlier, I said that I'm sorry for whoever's trying to be on the team as an offensive lineman this year, trying to make the team a free agent.
Mhm.
This is just not that year because we need to put it together now. There's no more seeing who can step up or who can be a backup. This is like
Yeah.
we only got 3 preseason games, and we got to put it together now. And that team needs to practice now and play it together now.
Now, right now.
on Monday on my show, I kind of started off like that. I say the offensive line to me, it don't look like it's like an ability thing. You feel me? Like the offensive line need to be the first group to gel on a team. The
Yeah.
first group. If your offensive
Anytime.
line is not the first team to gel, yeah, it's gonna be bad. But I think
Mhm.
that these guys are not sure where they're gonna be. Like Broderick Jones, am I gonna be left or right?
Right.
Um, and a couple other guys, they not really 100% sure. Like we not 100% sure where you gotta be. You gotta focus your time equally on these different positions. Now,
Yep.
if you focus on these different positions, say they go into these games like, all right, I keep saying Darnell, Broderick, you gonna be left tackle on Monday. Games on Sunday. Say, yo, you gonna be left tackle. He got all week to focus on whoever's gonna be in front of him,
Mhm.
whoever, like all his assignments and everything. And then it's like, say if somebody went down on the right and I got to move to the right, I can do that because I got the ability. But I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on this. And I think a lot of the offensive linemen is going through those pains right now because a lot of ones we depending on are the younger ones. You feel me? It ain't Isaac. It ain't James Daniels for real. You know what I mean? It's all the young guys that we need that for. And we asking these dudes to play multiple positions. And the only one that can do that with no problem is Spencer Anderson because that's really who he is. You feel me? Like, but he's not going to start. You know what I mean? So I think once the offensive line know where they're going to be at for real, we're not going to see any real progression. And I know coaches got to know that they're just playing.
Right, we don't know. We trying to spare what's the name's feelings? What's our left tackle now? I forgot his name.
Dan Moore, yeah.
We're trying to spare his feelings. He talking about he only can play on the left side. All right, so we're gonna take a back seat. When is Troy Polamalu coming back?
Yeah,
Well, he
and
said we want it for
surprisingly,
him.
some people didn't know he was hurt. I thought that was weird because they were like, "Roger's not the answer right there," and I'm like, "Well, who's gonna be there?" But some people didn't realize that Troy was hurt. I
They
think
probably
Troy
got
was
him
back
mixed up with
soon.
Zach Frazier for real.
You said
They
what?
probably mixed both of them up. They probably mixed him and Zach Frazier up.
What about the what's his name? McCormick looked good out there too, y'all.
Yeah, but
Oh
who's giving up
yeah.
a guard spot?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, just line wise, he
The
looked good.
future bright. He's starting next year though. He definitely starting next year.
Yo,
We're gonna
get
I'm
get
James
telling
Isaac
you,
up
Daniels
he's
out
out
of
gonna
of
here.
look
here.
good. That is
Get
it.
James Daniels out of here.
And there were some James Daniel plays where I was just like, "What you doing, James?
He
What
always,
you doing?
always,
What
and he
you
just
doing,
quiet,
James? Where you at? Where you supposed to be, James?"
quietly looking lost.
Oh, so yeah. I think Troy would be good, but like when Troy comes back, are you automatically putting him in the starting position?
Yeah, because right tackle ain't that hard to be honest with you. You know what I mean? It ain't really that hard.
It
He
looked
didn't.
So
like
like,
it looked hard. It looked very
No, no.
difficult. It looked
You know
very
why?
difficult the other night.
So I
like
study. I
out of
study
all the
this
positions
book.
on the offensive line, right tackle is the easiest.
So
It didn't look easy last night.
so I
I mean,
study.
not last night. I say last night because I finally watched it.
I'm talking
Um,
about like for them, for them to adjust to come in. Like you ain't gotta do nothing
yeah,
special for real. You ain't got to block. You know what I mean? Somebody that's trying to kill your quarterback. You don't got to block like the top guys. I ain't about to name people and all that, but you feel me?
Well, they
And most of
say
the time, you got to be the guy that can spearhead
so
that run game. You know what I mean?
Aaron Cook is in a walking boot. Don't know what his injury is. However, this is
yeah. They
not the
say
time. This is not the time to get injured. This isn't.
they.
This ain't it. It sucks. It
So with
sucks
right
to get
tackle,
injured at this point of preseason because the
yeah.
cuts are coming.
With right tackle, the reason why they say it's easier than left tackle because most quarterbacks are right-handed, so they can see what's coming their way, even if the right tackle loses the block. But on the left side, their back is to the defender, so you can't see it coming. That's why the left tackle is considered more than the right tackle. But I watched Troy Fontana's film. He didn't do too bad. The times where he just locked in on his guy, he blocked
Mhm.
him. He did the way he was messing up was he was helping when he didn't need to. You understand? Like he was stepping instead of stepping towards his guy and blocking, he was doing like a kind of like a false step to the left to help the guard who really didn't need the help. But then the defender was coming speeding around. So now you made a false step to the left, and now you're trying to recover and get to the right, and that's how he got beat. So as long as he learns his assignments, and like I said, this comes with gelling. You got to trust the man next to you. You
Mhm.
know, you got to trust that he can do his job, and you don't got to help on his job.
Yeah.
You understand? So he looked good. He's fast. He's really
When the
fast.
offensive lineman got to worry about the person next to him not being able to block their man, you
The
gonna have an
problem.
off game too.
That's the problem.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the
You gonna have
problem.
an off
That's
game.
what,
You like,
it's
yo,
not
I know
good
my
if
man
when you
stuck over here. I gotta help him. I gotta chip this man, but I'm going against a kill him. Like, oh man,
Josh
like yeah.
Gurd is gonna be Russell Wilson's best friend.
Yep.
Oh,
So
man.
I want to see Russell Wilson with some actual rhythmic throws because
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I need him to
he didn't
put.
throw the ball downfield. That's his moneymaker. That's what he does extremely well.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did that ball
And
to Pickens was dope. It was
I
dope.
still say he caught that ball. I was telling you earlier. Watch the film. Slow it down. His foot dragged on the inside of they. Everybody missed it. The ref
And
missed
he
it.
challenged it and still lost.
Man,
Oh,
that
they
was
said who
crazy.
challenged? Who challenged that? Mike Tomlin? Oh yeah. Lost. No, nope, nope.
Exactly.
Stick with the
I
call.
heard someone said, who is it that you said Arthur Motes? Somebody said Arthur Motes.
Yeah, my
And
other
he
mom's a
should have
hater. He a
challenged it.
hater. My other mom's like, why would he challenge that? but he didn't challenge the one for the first game.
Yo,
But he want
Arthur
to
supposed to
challenge
be
him.
Arthur
He
supposed to
a
be high as
hater.
hell, man. He be
Yeah, he
high
a
as hell.
hater.
Shout out to
He a
Arthur,
hater.
man. He
You
be
don't think
smacked. He be smacked on them lives, yo.
Mike Tomlin seen that? You saw how big his eyes got? You don't think he saw that foot drag? Mike Tomlin saw that.
That vision went 10x.
It went telescope real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pickens
So I
is
did.
amazing.
I watched. Like I said, I watched the game last night. I
Well,
didn't even.
I agree with Ken. I agree with Ken said. If they would have called it a catch, it would have stood. It was
Yeah,
one
they
of
would
them.
have overturned it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Do you? Yes, and I did see someone talk about how JJ Watt was at the facility the
Yeah, I
last couple
seen
of
that.
days.
He want to come
Bro, if
play
you
so
ain't suiting up,
bad.
I don't care. I don't care. If you
He,
ain't putting on if you ain't putting on the uniform, if you don't want to come play right tackle, just kidding. But
Yeah, JJ would get smoked that right tackle. Nah, I want JJ to help the young bulls, man. I want him to help the young bulls, man. Shout out to Keanu Benton. You feel me? Matter of fact, shout out to
yeah,
the sophomores, man. Shout out to the sophomores,
Nick
man. Shout out to
Irvin,
Keanu Benton,
Benton,
Nick
let me put
Herwick,
something.
even
Irvin,
JPJ,
yo, shout out to my
Irvin.
boy Corey Trice. He's coming back. I'm
Corey
telling you.
Trice, too. I saw that
I'm ready for
tackle.
Corey.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
ready for Corey. I'm ready for Corey. I am
Let's get
still
these
concerned about
Amazons.
our corner depth.
I think we cool. I think
Who's
we cool.
38?
Beanie, who else?
38. Who's 38? He got burnt across the middle by a
Um,
Isn't
tight
that
end.
Beanie Bishop? Or I know Beanie
Nah, that
something,
wasn't
right?
I
Beanie.
think I,
Hold
I know Beanie ain't play last game, right?
Nah, he was
on.
that dude was playing nickel, and he got burnt by a tight end across the middle.
It
And
wasn't
we
Watts.
have
I think
not
Watts like
heard
20 something.
we have heard very minimum about Cam Sutton. Like very, very we know he's gonna be suspended,
Oh,
but we've heard very, very little of his name.
He was playing
he
safety. You didn't see him?
No, I'm just saying we haven't heard his name a lot. I'm not saying he hasn't been out there at all. I'm just
Oh, ain't
I
saying
don't think
nothing.
they want to say his name. They don't want to say his name right now.
Ain't nothing to talk about.
Look. If Cam Sutton make a play, they won't even show the replay. They're like, up next play. They gonna
Right.
talk about somebody else.
Ain't nothing to talk about for him.
because P Ryan is hold on, is another 38?
They
No.
released Everett today. I think that was the dude that probably got cooked.
Anthony Avery, he got he got injured in that game too. So
Who?
shout
Oh
out
My
to
yeah,
man.
him.
okay. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
18,
yeah.
right?
Shout out to get him. He had he's a good guy.
That's the ex Baltimore guy, right? 18.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
But
these ex
contract
Baltimore
level.
guys, man, they try to be part of the gang, man. Patrick
He
Queen,
got
cool, but the rest of
he
y'all gotta
suffered a
relax.
hamstring injury too. So shout out to him.
What you say? The rest of y'all gotta relax.
You do, man. But you don't see outside of James Harrison. You feel me? Like who really want to go from Pittsburgh to Baltimore? Come on, man. That sounds crazy. But you know,
Let's having a good time over there.
I forgot about him. Yeah, isn't he hurt? And I ain't even trying to say that to be funny.
No, I mean, not that I know of. I don't know. I
I
haven't.
think I heard him saying like he got hurt or something.
Yeah, I'm not tracking that, but he got a deal. He got re-signed with them.
Cool. He ain't going to no Pro Bowls or nothing, but you feel me? Only those type of guys go to Baltimore.
Dang, they
You know
don't
what I
even
mean?
have Anthony on here no more. I'm just going through to see if they um I haven't been paying attention to anything that's happened today, roster wise. So
Yeah, me either. I ain't checked no news today.
yeah, Beanie Bishop is 30. His number is 30. So whoever 38 was, if there was a 38, he's not there on the roster now.
Yeah, I
Any
bet he's
word
not.
on any
The
word on
35.
Peyton Hilson? I mean, damn,
There's
Peyton
a
Hilson.
35, Keandre Thomas. He's a corner. And
Yeah,
there's actually two 35s. There's a Arnold, Graylin Arnold, and then
that might be 18. Arnold, the Arnold boy, he might be 18.
Now 18 was the Raven. with the
Yeah,
red hair.
Avery was 18.
Avery,
Oh,
yeah.
Avery,
well,
he was 18.
A.
Yeah, he was 18.
Got so many essays.
Peyton Wilson. Oh, he practiced today. Okay, great, because he has
He had a concussion.
concussion situation. So that's good.
Yeah, I was just about to ask y'all about that. Like, him, like, it's certain people that when I see concussion, I get startled. You feel me? A player like him, a player like Pat, when they get that, I'm like, I hope this ain't a thing that a thing. You feel me?
Well, we
So
know
like, I
Beasley
hope
was
that's my
and he would get a concussion.
who.
Oh,
I forgot. We're not supposed to say that name.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
oh,
talking about?
we had an old quarterback. He would sneeze and get a concussion.
Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord.
he who shall not be mentioned
he need
Yeah,
to wear one of
bro.
them Guardian helmets.
in
Yo,
the game.
they cooking them, yo. You feel me? Like I lived in South Jersey, so I'm cool with a lot of Eagle fans. You feel me? Yo, they telling me some things, man. They say, I don't know how y'all put up with this guy. I'm like, hey, I don't know what he's talking about. We ain't never have him on our team.
Who you talking about? Who?
It was like y'all can take him back. I'm like, nah. This ain't like Deuce Staley. You feel me? Deuce Staley was an
The
Eagle. Then come to
funniest
Pittsburgh and
thing
get
to
a
me
ring.
are
It ain't
the
gonna be like
people
that.
that were like the funniest thing to me are the people that were just so like literally praising him to the highest power. And those people,
Yeah,
see how they're talking about him now, it's just like, whoa. Like y'all flipped the script because y'all were if you could have put that man on some sticks in your yard for president, you did it. You did that. And
yeah.
now to see how they talk about him, y'all
No,
I
take
think
that.
it's a lot of things when it come to
Put it in
that.
my
I
friend.
think it's a lot. I think a lot of them was just riding for him because it's like he's winning in spite of Tomlin. Like everything goes back to Big Dog. You feel me? They said if this guy would have succeeded over here, he's doing it in spite of Mike Tomlin. You feel me? So they riding for him. They didn't want anyone else because no one liked Mason. Granted, like Mason, he left on a good note with those games or whatnot, but nobody liked Mason. He didn't get a fair shake for real. And I forgot the other guy, Mitch. I didn't like watching him play with the Bills the other day.
I can see
I
it.
don't like him play. I don't like watching him play at all. You feel me? Like I don't. I still don't know how he got there. I still don't
no.
know. You know what? Let me chill out because like this thinking about Mitch is crazy. Like
He got rich daddy.
Oh, okay. All right. This is not Steelers related, but I do have a question because this came up in Sports and Coffee for a couple of days, and I feel some type of way about this because you're the Houston Texans. Is it Super Bowl or bust if you are the Houston Texans organization?
oh
Yup.
wow. How is that a conversation? How is that a topic?
Yup.
Because for me, it's Super Bowl or bust for them. Like they have to win the Super Bowl.
Seriously?
Yes,
Yup.
The Texans?
yes,
Who they
yes.
signed? Kevin Durant? Who they got? What?
Stephon
You gave
Diggs.
up 3 draft picks for Stephon Diggs. You
Stephon
re-signed
Diggs?
Nico
He's not a
Collins.
champion. He's not a champion.
But why do you give up 3 draft picks if you only want to make the freaking division? Like you only just want to make the playoffs. You're
Look,
you're
everybody ain't Pittsburgh, man. Everybody ain't Pittsburgh. We saw some crazy trades.
three
We see.
draft picks. You gave up 3 draft picks.
I'm gonna be honest about
And
NFL
if
draft picks.
you have
You
to.
could
What is it? A second, a fifth, and a sixth. What was it?
you can low key pick a Hall of Famer in the 6th or 7th round, or
Yeah.
you can find a Hall of Famer as an undrafted player. F them draft picks for real.
No. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Unless you the Pittsburgh Steelers and a couple other teams that draft well.
You picked up Stephon Diggs to go with Nico Collins and Tank Dell with CJ Stroud and the defense that you have to go up against those top 2 teams in the AFC. You did. You didn't do that just to say, "Oh, we want to win our division." That's our
Ali,
goal.
Ali, I know I wasn't crazy just hearing that. D, I wish I was on sports and motherfucking coffee because I would have been like, yo, this is a crazy conversation. I'd rather talk about the Washington Wizards winning the goddamn finals.
They over here they
Like,
pulling LA Rams moves. I'm trying to tell you.
see, the Rams did it with a quarterback, though, and they did it with a guy with a cannon. What's his name didn't have no real cannon.
They got a quarterback on a rookie deal. So let's go ahead and spend this cash, spend these picks. Let's do it now. Let's load right now while it's affordable. Because what's his name? What's the dude in defense that they got in the first round too with CJ?
Will Anderson?
Yes, Will Anderson. Like we don't gotta pay him right now. Let's front load this thing. Let's get this. Let's get it now.
They not the Pittsburgh Steelers of 2005. They not. They don't got a senior defense. They don't got a senior offense. All these guys is young. The only one old is Stephon losing Diggs. And I ain't even trying to come at Stephon Diggs. This is for conversation. Like
3 draft picks, bro. You don't get
you get a receipt like now. When the Eagles got Terrell Owens, they got lucky and got to the Super Bowl. Terrell Owens didn't even play a couple of them games. You know what I mean? But when you get a receiver, like when the Patriots got Randy Moss, they went to the Super Bowl, but did they win? Like trading for a receiver talking about Super Bowl winner bust is crazy. A receiver?
Yeah.
You know how long it takes for them to get the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
but
man.
your boy Stroud was talking all that junk.
He a young boy from this generation, yo. The young boys from this generation talk crazy. That's what they do. He don't know, and he might actually do it. But to say that it's Super Bowl bust in year 2 for a couple of them, it's crazy. I'll say, like, if it was like 4 years, 4 years, I need to be talking. Y'all know this guy is in the same conference as Patrick Mahomes. He's in the same conference as I was about to say Lawrence Taylor. Good Lord, Lamar Jackson. The Pittsburgh fucking Steelers is still in this conference. What are you talking about? What are we doing?
They couldn't beat Baltimore for whatever reason, right? I feel like it's Super Bowl about us. For what you gave up. Like your aspirations should definitely be in the conversation of getting to the Super Bowl. Period. They've made too many moves. They spent a lot of money, whether you're looking at it or not.
They played very well last season. I wouldn't think lesser.
So yeah, I'm sorry. Just winning a playoff game is not enough. It's not enough for what they did this offseason.
Can they do better than last year? Better than last year. Oh, where did they go? They just won 1 playoff game?
Yes.
If they win 2, it's a success. But if they don't go to the Super Bowl, it's crazy. Saying that it's a bust. Homie should get fired. This is what I'm about to call him Ryan Clark. I'm about to mess up everybody's name.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying their goal to me, Super Bowl is my goal. With the change, like I feel like we have a team that can compete for the Super Bowl with the changes and what we've made.
I don't know, man. I ain't jocking them like that.
There are Houston Texans fans that are saying they're okay with just getting to the AFC Championship. You mean
because they know what's up.
No, because why? Why is that good enough for you? That ain't never good enough for me, and we ain't even.
It's the same reason why and I keep going to basketball, but it's the same reason why I don't gel with a lot of Knicks fans. You feel me? Because it's like guys are expecting, people are expecting teams to do something that they wasn't even close to doing the year prior. You feel me? Like it's all about getting better. If you can get 1 game better than last year, it's cool for right now. But if you do the same thing the next year, all right, man, we got to start talking.
You have a stellar wide receiver group. You have no idea. You don't even know how long Stephon Diggs. You don't know how long these guys stay healthy. You lost Tank Dell for X amount of games last year. You have on paper, you have a Super Bowl caliber team. And you're telling me we cool with
who's paper though?
Bro, we going to the championship. I don't care what you say.
I think that's why I'm going. I think that's why I'm. my energy like this because it's like, yo, the Pittsburgh Steelers got something to say about that. You feel me? Like, I don't even
Well,
want to
yeah,
talk about the other teams.
this is just me talking. This is just me. One being from a GM hat. Like I'm not okay. We put in too much work. We didn't strategize too much. We didn't got some good guys. I'm not okay with just AFC going to the AFC, pulling up on a bus, getting off and getting back on and going home. I'm not okay with that. Nah, we need to
See,
be going to New Orleans.
look,
That's
and that's why a lot of teams be firing people way too early, and they never get to that promised land. The Cleveland Browns never going to the Super Bowl just because of that type of stuff. You feel me? Like it's I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a Steelers fan, man. I just watch this organization build things from the ground up and kind of do it the right way, even if it's wrong. Even if it's wrong, they still try it the right way. You feel me? So like just saying, yo, they got Stephon Diggs. They should win the Super Bowl. I'm like, yo, y'all acting like
it's
Stephon
not just
Diggs.
Diggs, though. It's not just Diggs. The defense,
You-
who defensive guys they picked up. I'm drawing a blank here. Sorry,
Look,
but
I'm about to name everybody on that team. CJ Stroud didn't win MVP last year. Prince he didn't have the most yards in the NFL last year. Diggs didn't finish. Not Diggs. What's the other bull name? Tank Dell unfortunately didn't finish the season. Do they still got Robert Woods?
Wide receiver? No.
hold on. Yes, they do. Yes,
I
they
know he's
do.
not back.
He's not going to be a factor this year. He's a year older. Who else? Will Anderson. Come on, he's not gonna win the game for you. Him alone? Nah, he ain't TJ. He not that. You know what I mean? He not Aaron Donald. Like he not none of them.
Hold on.
He like the kid from the Giants. He like Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
He one of them. He on his way. But I don't see none of them guys in this like Super Bowl.
Because their wide receiver room is pretty deep. Yeah, he's still on the team, number 2. Yeah, so they still.
I'll pick the Vikings receiving corp over them.
So I guarantee you, whoever they don't pick up, somebody's picking up the wide receiver. Some of these wide receivers or a wide receiver from the Houston Texans. So
hey, D, we need to sign our guy back. What's his name? I call him
Steven
little
Sims.
AB. Yes.
Steven Sims, number 82. Mm-hmm.
I thought he was about to say Eli Rogers.
Yeah, he's on the Texans.
Eli Rogers was talking crazy a couple days ago.
They're gonna be stalking them cuts coming out of Houston, them wide receivers coming out of Houston. Trust and believe, because they got plenty of them.
Sims cooked us.
The Chiefs is gonna get them. The Chiefs is gonna pick one of them up.
Sims was like I think Sims was like the one that got a touchdown. We ain't had a return for a touchdown in forever, since like AB.
Yep.
And he got us one.
Look, that's not saying much because I'm not too fond of Danny Smith. To me, he's not a good special teams coach.
So let's talk about that. I ain't want to bring it up, but I got to bring it up because I thought about it. And I love Danny. He's an amazing, funny man. Love Danny. But how come nobody puts him in the hot seat?
Because of that gum. Him chewing the whole pack. He's a character now.
I'm not negative, but I just want to know because Tomlin's in the hot seat all the time.
He turned himself into a character.
He's a staple.
But I'm just curious why people don't do that with Mr. Smith. I love you, Danny. And this is the question that I have because I just don't understand why they don't do that.
Yeah, also, D, a lot of people are casuals. They don't care about Danny Smith for real. They don't care about him being on the team. They're not really seeing that, yo, this guy is not doing anything to help the special teams. Like coverage, yeah, we cool. But F coverage, man. Can we get a touchdown for once? You can literally name the last 5 people that scored a touchdown on kick and punt return. It ain't that many. You feel me? I could probably name 3 right now.
I love Danny. I just want to say
I mean?
I want to say one more time for anybody. I love Danny Smith.
I don't see any kind of blocking schemes, anything that looks out of the regular.
It's like, yo, just go out there and touch somebody. That's the type of time he on.
Literally.
My biggest thing with our special teams is penalties. That's where I get pissed off. But not this preseason game, but the last preseason game, every single special teams play there was some type of flag. That pissed me
Yep.
off.
Yeah,
That is where I struggle when it comes to special teams. Is the yellow freaking flags pushes us back even more,
I
and
don't like that we keep losing gap integrity
mm,
on having these freaking big runbacks. Like, bro,
that's
that's the
because we
first
not
thing you
even being
learn.
taught that. They're not being taught that. When they say special teams time, Danny Smith was like, "Hey, which one of y'all can get me some gum before the camera get over here?"
it's
Oh
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't let me meet Danny Smith, son. I'm gonna tell him about himself. I ain't gonna lie.
I
I
love
don't
you,
like that.
Steve.
Like, yo, stop chewing gum and start coaching, bro. Like you and the offensive line coaches getting me mad.
I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't slay it. I cannot. My spirit won't allow me to. I love Danny. I just okay. Anyway, child. What are y'all thoughts on this upcoming preseason game? How y'all feeling about it? What we got to get out of here, but how y'all feeling about this upcoming preseason game?
I think it's unique, man, because like a part of me think that we're gonna see a lot of the starters, but it's a lot of positions that's like, yo, who's gonna make this team for real? We need to see
Mhm.
like more people, So I'm kind of like torn between the two, but I'm probably gonna lean towards we're gonna see the offense out there, and we probably gonna see the offensive line outside of Troy and their spots. You know what I mean? Like Dan Moore just ain't gonna play with the first team.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like that's probably my guess with that. And guys like TJ might get run. Um, those guys might get like a series. You feel me?
Mhm.
But I think I think the coaches in this last game is looking for two things. One, can the offense develop some type of rhythm where we can get in that end zone? And two, out of these position groups that's like we're heavy at, who's gonna be four? Who's gonna be the fourth guy, the fifth guy? Who's gonna be practice squad? And who we gonna just say, yo, bro, you ain't good enough? Because there's a couple of position groups where that last thing I said, you can't really say that to. You know what I mean? That's how many people we have, but you know. But I'm not gonna. I'm just see. I'm just see. I'm still kind of torn though.
Yeah, RT, I can see your note. By the way, sorry. Go ahead, Jack.
well, for me, I'm just looking for like I said, it's time to start revving up the engine. I need to see whoever's going to be playing, whoever's going to be starting. Like I said before, if you're an lineman, a free agent, and you're trying to make this squad,
Mhm.
I'm sorry, this is not the season for that. We have some vets that we know were solidified and played together. Then, of course, I want to see what the undraftees and the later round guys or whatever, we'll see what they got to back up these guys. But
Yeah.
we gotta see what these guys can do. They need to start gelling in real football scenarios, because that's all I'm seeing. I'm just seeing a bunch of um, just unjelliness. I don't even know the word. Uncohesiveness. I'm sorry if Nate ain't starting, then Fraser, we going with you. It's different from when we had the fake Mike, the fake Mike Pouncey. Um,
Oh Lord,
In your
you
green?
know, yeah, it's
yeah.
different from when we had the fake. This guy's a solidified, bona fide center.
Yeah.
Fake Mike Pouncey was a guard that we put at center, and I believe we only played him because he was light skinned and he looked like Mike Pouncey. But
Stop.
you know,
We
I
should
ain't
have a
going.
Yeah, we
team.
gave him 53, yo. That was
Yo,
nutty. That was nutty.
yeah,
We should have got number 0, but
yeah. So that's what I'm
you know,
looking for. I'm just looking for more a little bit of what our offense is going to look like as far as plays. Not waiting until guys get open necessarily,
Yeah.
but more plays. We got to see them put this thing together because now we looking crazy out here now. You
We
know.
shall see. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, I'm like, what's going on?
Yes,
Thinking
Maurice.
about the Braves thing,
Maurice.
I'm wearing an Adidas shirt because this is the shirt that I just put on today. I don't know. I had on
sponsor.
Nikes too, so I had on Nike shoes with my Adidas shirts, and I have Adidas pants on, and I wear Nikes. I don't care. What's up, Morale? Um, But yeah, okay. So this matchup at Detroit, the first on the road game, so to speak. This to me would be the game where you saw Ben Roethlisberger. This is when Ben brought I think about things like this, how it used to be, how you didn't really see him games 1 and 2. The last one was like, okay, we're getting a feel, the veteranness, and because we're in a completely different situation, different offensive coordinator, different scheme, different quarterbacks, just so much uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you about the Braves. I appreciate it. I got a little bun back here. Appreciate you, Morale. I think you'll see a little bit more of both. But the injury bug is bugging. It's bugging everywhere, all across the league. We didn't even have enough time to talk about it. There's so many guys that will not be able to play this year. We don't even know if we're getting Herbert back or when we're going to get. We don't even know Cole Holcomb's situation, if he's coming back at all. But the injury bug is I'm terrified of it. I know you're not supposed to play with that mentality, but I just am. And the way the Falcons are looking on defense, Judon and freaking Justin Simmons, y'all know Justin Simmons was on my list. Ugh, I'm already mad. But maybe they'll be winded and they ain't gonna be ready. We got Justin Simmons, you got Jesse Bates over there, Judon. I'm not scared, but I'm just like aware. You know what I'm saying?
They got the old head club over there.
Huh?
They got the old head club over there.
It's the light skinned, the yellow man's in the back, and then you got Judon up front. And whoever else they got. Sorry, I'm just thinking about week 1. My mind's really on week 1 right now. Jalen gets another couple weeks of rest. I'm really on to Atlanta at this point. That's where I'm at. I don't know about y'all, but I just want everybody to come out of this Detroit game healthy, and I want to move on to week 1.
What they be doing? Yeah, I was watching the tape from Houston. I'm like, yo, they blitzed the house like 5 times. They sent at least 2 or 3 man blitzes.
Morale, I don't want to hear that because Ben Roethlisberger was the most sacked quarterback for a long time, baby. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Ben held that ball for like 30 seconds at least each play, because he know he can throw at least 5 people off him.
Quarterback at Pittsburgh, we're actually used to it.
Big Ben was like a refrigerator out there,
and that's one of the reasons why I don't want Justin Fields to start.
And D, I'm used to everybody being hurt too. Mike Tomlin, man, is that
being the most sacked quarterback? That don't move me, baby. You gotta get another team on that one. So yeah, I'm not disregarding it. I'm not. He wasn't on the Steelers last year. He was in the Denver last year. So like being the most sacked quarterback, that don't really do nothing to me. So yeah, whatever. Justin Fields. That's one of the reasons why I don't preserve Justin Fields until this O-line can get their act together. Like put Russell Wilson out there. Shoot.
Yeah, let Russell get killed, man. He a vet. He can take them shots.
That's what I'm saying, young boy. Like Ben Roethlisberger was the sack king. So you ain't gonna move.
My fault. Let me mute myself.
Oh, like he ain't. That don't startle me. That don't surprise me. Yeah, I ain't worried about that. But I do have to go. But if you are going to be in Atlanta, please, Wicked Wolf in Midtown Atlanta, September 7th, Saturday.
I was out there today.
Yes. I should have told you to go upstairs. That's where we're probably going to be. If you went up to the upstairs area, if you go back there in between time, go up there, check it out, because I actually haven't been to Wicked Wolf yet. But go up there. Gonna be upstairs at Wicked Wolf. We have a nice number of RSVP people. So I
it's gonna be lit,
a
man.
lot more to pull up. So come to Atlanta. Saturday night, 6 p.m. until we could be there all night because it kind of turned into a little club scene at Wicked
D might
Wolf.
do a live show.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna see what it's hitting for. I'm gonna see what it's hitting for sure out there at Wicked Wolf. I'm gonna do a drive by probably that Friday night, and we'll see what it's hitting for.
Should we get?
But yeah, y'all pull up. I want to see everyone there, and I will be planning this to be at the home opener in Pittsburgh, week 3. I might even do a day trip to Denver. I'm looking at that. I booked the flight, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, make sure you come to Atlanta. We will be taking it over. We always do. All right, love y'all. I have to go. Dex,
Where my phone about to
thank
die.
you for joining me. Everybody in the comments, Morale, Ken, Young Boy, Ali, as usual, RT, everybody that joined in. I appreciate y'all. If you're on Instagram, if you're on, I didn't check Instagram, y'all. Let me say hi to the Instagram people. I'm so sorry. Because they be saying stuff.
Where I straight up stopped streaming over there. I said I'm gonna do Instagram its own thing because I don't be looking back and see who joined.
Yeah,
People be talking and all that over there. I'll be like, oh shit.
yeah. I
My
think
bad.
it was oh yeah, everybody. So it was Ali because the growing guy was like, I can't hear you. Ali was saying I couldn't hear you, but they couldn't hear me. So it was just Ali that couldn't hear me. All right, y'all. I've got to go. I got to. I'm sorry. I want to stay,
It's
but I
been
can't.
real.
It's been real.
Appreciate
Let
y'all.
y'all have a great rest of the week, and I'll holler at y'all soon.
You know
All
it.
right.
It's the world.
I gotta do
I'm
this.
throwing.
I gotta do this because Dex not here. Thanks for the right.
I'm throwing up the deuces in spirit.
All right, bye, y'all.
All
This is
right, we out.
bad news.